Hey, what's up, naughty community? Welcome back to my naughty hobby with Amber for another easy to follow crochet tutorial. Today I'm going to be showing you how to do the subtle shells, which is this pattern here. As you can see throughout the pattern, we have these shells. So let's go ahead and get started with this. Today I'm going to be using a 4.5 millimeter hook and some worsted weight yarn. You can use whatever you have available to you to achieve the same look. Let's go ahead and get started. So in order for this pattern to work up correctly, we are going to be working with a multiple of 8 plus 3 stitches in our foundation row. A lot of people get confused with this when I talk about these extra stitches because I'm going to start off with a chain of 20 because I need to have that multiple of 8 plus 3 extra stitches, which will give me 19 in my foundation row. So not our starting chain, but our foundation row needs to have a multiple of 8 plus 3 stitches. So let's start with, for this example, chaining 20. There's 10. 19 and 20. All right. Now working our foundation row, we're going to start by working in our second chain from the hook. So this one here, we're going to work a single crochet in that first chain and also into the next 2 chains, just a single crochet. We're going to skip the next 2 chains, and into that third one we'll work 5 double crochets, which will also be our first shell. There's 4 and 5. Now we're going to skip the next 2 chains and work a single crochet into the next 3. So what we've already done, we're just going to repeat across. We're going to skip the next 2 stitches and work a shell into that next one, which is just 5 double crochets. We're going to skip the next 2 stitches and work a single crochet into the last 3 chains. So your first row should look like this. Now we're going to chain 1 and turn our work, and this will actually be the first row of our repeat sequence. The last row we worked was our foundation. So in our first stitch here, I chained 1 and turned my work. You're going to work a single crochet. You'll chain 1, skip the next stitch, and then we're going to work a single crochet into the next 7 stitches. There's 5, 6, and 7. We're going to start our repeat from over here where you do a chain 1, you'll skip the next stitch, and then again work a single crochet into the next 7 stitches. There's 7. We're at the end of our work here. We want our end to match our beginning. So when you get done with that 7 single crochets, you're going to chain 1, skip 1, and do a single crochet into your last stitch. So that was technically row 1 of our repeat sequence. You're going to turn your work, no chains, just turn your work. Now we're going to be working with the chain space here. So we're going to do a standing double crochet over this chain 1 spot. So insert your hook and drop a loop, yarn over and pull through both loops so you've created a single crochet. Insert your hook under that front leg and drop a loop, yarn over and pull through both. So it's just a single crochet and then another single crochet through the front leg for our standing double crochet. Now in that same chain 1 space, we're going to place 3 more double crochets. So it should be looking like that. Now skip the next 2 stitches and work a single crochet into the next 3. Now we're going to work another 5 double crochet shell into the chain 1 space that we created in our last row. Again, we're going to skip the next 2 stitches and work a single crochet into the next 3 stitches. Skip the next 2 stitches, and in our last chain 1 space, we'll work 3 double crochet, and then 1 additional double crochet in the last stitch. And I put this one here instead of in that chain space to keep my edge a little bit neater. Okay, moving on to row 3. I'm going to go ahead and chain 1 and turn our work. We're going to place a single crochet into our first stitch and also into the next 4 stitches. We'll chain 1, skip the next stitch, and then work a single crochet into the next 7 stitches. There's 6 and 7. Again, we're going to do the chain 1, skip 1, and then we're going to end with the same as our beginning, so a single crochet in the last 5 stitches. Four. Then there's that standing double crochet for our 5th and final stitch of the row. We're going to go ahead and chain 1 and turn our work. We're going to do a single crochet into the first 3 stitches. Skip the next 2 stitches and work a 5 double crochet shell into the chain 1 space. I'm going to skip the next 2 stitches and work a single crochet into the next 3 stitches. I'm going to skip the next 2 and end with a single crochet in the last 3 stitches. From this point, if you wanted to continue on, you're going to work rows 1 through 3 again, not the foundation row, but the one where I said the repeat sequence will start there to achieve these subtle shells. It's easy as that. And I will also post the written instruction on how to work this up in the comments section of this video. Thanks so much for watching today. Hope you guys have a wonderful evening. Happy hooking, and I'll talk to you all real soon. See ya!